family. If you're in or near Columbia, South Carolina, you've got to visit the House of Hathor, located at 6319 North Main Street. Open Tuesday through Saturday, it's your one-stop shop for African clothing, African masks, natural soaps, incense, candles, jewelry, and more. Plus, they've got a beautiful event space. Owned and operated by Baba Rutaski and Mama Neterma Canute. When you support the House of Hathor, you support the culture. When you support the House of Hathor, you support the movement. When you support the House of Hathor, you support the people.
Greetings, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to the House of Hathor's Libation, Liberation Lifestyle Ceremony, where we come to you with a message from the ancestors that continues to strengthen our resolve, that it continues to empower us, that it continues to energize our vessel, our altar, and our temple that our ancestors reside in, that the great ancestor of all ancestors has given us the breath of life so that we may bear witness, so that we may acknowledge, honor, and venerate not only ourselves but our ancestors as they continue to enhance, increase, and enrich us. So we want to bring the ancestors involved into our lives this day, that we continue to bring the ancestors involved into our thoughts, our words, our actions, that our decisions that we make on a daily basis, it is only through the spirit and not through the outside distractions or attractions that may lead us away from our true intentions, our purpose for living. So let us bring the ancestors involved. Let them continue to know that we give thanks to them, that we honor them, and that we acknowledge their existence that has brought us this far so that we may continue to generate, manifest, create, build in their likeness a better place, a better world than what we even live in at this day and that they have brought to us thus far. We call upon our ancestors far and near, fathers and mothers of our fathers, mothers and fathers of our mothers, to bear witness to all that we have done. And it is by your example that you continue to inspire us towards reclaiming our ancestral minds, regenerating our ancestral spirit, liberating our families, our homes, and our communities, and restoring our greatness as a people. We pour libation to bring into our midst your venerable ancestral spirit, radiating your great wisdom, your courage, your dedication, and your unyielding commitment to victory by any means necessary. It is in the honor of our Creator, the great ancestor of all ancestors, our mothers and fathers, our sisters and our brothers, our children and their children, our grandparents, great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents, our aunts, uncles, cousins, friends, and elders of our community, that we pour this libation in your honor. In the honor of the Creator, our great ancestor of all ancestors, and the various manifestations of the creative spirit, we pour libation. Ashe. For our esteemed ancestors, who laid the foundation for human civilization, and who provides the wisdom to which we live, and the models by which our lives are guided, we pour libation. Ashe. And for our esteemed ancestors, who suffered the atrocities and the horrors of our Ma'afa, but yet demonstrated the victorious power of the ancestral spirit by maintaining their dignity no matter the cost, we pour libation. Ashe. And for our esteemed ancestors who survived and made it possible for us to be here today, that we continue the fight of our ancestral liberation and our vindication, we pour libation. Ashe. And finally, for our children and their children and future generations of our ancestors to come, that they too in their time will vindicate our race from all adversaries, and that they will continue to imprint upon the world the great genius of our ancestral humanity, we pour libation. Ashe. May your venerable spirit engulf this occasion to reaffirm our ancestral canopy. It is done. Our great ancestor of all ancestors is satisfied. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Dua Nater. So my brothers and sisters, we say Hotep, peace and power to you all this day. That the great ancestor of all ancestors that have given us the breath of life continues to reside in us. It continues to uplift us. It continues to inspire us. It continues to encourage us. It continues to enlighten us. And it continues to influence us to stay the course regardless of any distractions or attractions that may come our way. And what we're speaking about today, my brothers and sisters, we're talking about the difference so that we can discern that there is a spiritual algorithm that is also against us. We have a physical algorithm that man uses to distract us from where we're supposed to be and what we're designed to do for ourselves, for our families, and our communities. But then there's a spiritual algorithm that is in place also, that it recognizes where your weaknesses are. In your spirit, it recognizes the weaknesses that we have within ourselves, and it attaches itself to that spiritual algorithm so that it can persuade us, so that it can distract us, so that it can bring an attraction to you that is within you. That it recognizes that in physical form that there are things that you don't have a hold of, that we don't have a hold of, and it brings it to us so that it can persuade us to move in a different direction other than the direction that has been given to you to go within. And as you continue, little by little, to move yourself away from your intentions, from your purpose, that it grabs a hold of you, knowing that you are going to take it wholeheartedly and move away from your design, move away from your spiritual oneness that you have with the Creator and your ancestors. And then by the time you recognize it, you are engulfed in a different place than where you were designed to be, and it takes you away from everything that has been given to you. And it persuades you to go a different route to some place that has not been given to you. And you start fighting, you start building, you start trying to do other things that will not give you all of the blessings that has been placed upon you. This is what the ancestors want us to recognize. The spiritual algorithm recognizes everything that you like, everything that you desire, everything that in a physical form that you want to have for yourself, and you forget about the spiritual blessings that have been placed upon you. Your spiritual blessings is the foundation of life that has been given to you. And when you reside in that spiritual foundation, there is nothing that you have to want for. There is nothing that you need in man's world, because the Spirit has provided us everything that we need in the spiritual life as well as man. We have a balance, we have a harmony, and we have an order that has already been residing in us and has been given to us. It's not about the money. The money is only a tool so that you can use it for what is it that you need to do for the spiritual life in man's life. It is not the other way around, where money is going to provide to you for in spirit when it resides to you in man. No, it doesn't happen that way. Everything that you need happens in your spirit first as your foundation of why you're living, and then it provides for you in the physical. Nothing in the physical can provide for you in the spirit, because the spirit is everlasting. The spirit is infinite. The spirit is intangible. The spirit is internal. So all of that happens from within. And it tells you everything that you need in the physical. It does not happen in the physical and it tells you what you need in your spirit, because if that was the case, you would have been born in the physical before you were born in the spirit. So we have to recognize that there is a spiritual algorithm that is taking place right now, because it recognizes that we are becoming spiritually stronger. It recognizes that our enlightenment is the greatest thing that we have to fight against anything that man wants to do to us. It recognizes it, so now it has planted a spiritual algorithm within the areas that we live to see if it can pull you away from your spiritual self, to see if it can pull you away from your blessings that have been given to you already through the Spirit. It's trying to pull you away through distractions and attractions that it thinks that you are desiring, that it thinks that you are attracted to, that it thinks that you may want to manifest and create, that you have this abundance that you want to show off to different people, that you want to say that you have arrived and that you did it by yourself and that you are a self-made millionaire or billionaire. And the Spirit says, anything that you think you can create on your own, it can take it away from you. By taking the people that you love away, by taking your possessions away, by taking your life away, letting you know that you are not in control of anything, that everything that you have been given only came through the Spirit. And when you don't acknowledge that Spirit that is within you, if you're not acknowledging your ancestors who are your angels, your protectors, your guides, your nurturers, if you don't give them their honor and their acknowledgement for everything that they have taken you out of, then they will bless you with something else that is less than what you have right now. So we have to make sure that we recognize the spiritual algorithm that is in place right now to pull us away from our blessings, to pull us away from our vessel, our altar, our temple, and give thanks to the breath of life that you have that came from the Creator, the great ancestor of all ancestors. Because see, our Creator, it is an ancestor as well. Because if it wasn't for the Creator, we wouldn't even have ancestors. We wouldn't even have everything that we have been given through our angels of our existence. They are the ones that have always protected us from harm. And when we acknowledge that existence, then we are protected even more. We are enhanced, increased, and enriched through the Spirit. So recognize the spiritual algorithm that is in place, my brothers and sisters, that is only designed to distract you and attract you because it knows your mental capacity, it knows your emotional fortitude, it knows your spiritual alignment, but it also knows what you are attracted to. It also knows what you desire. It also knows what you want to have from a physical form that you see that everybody else have, but maybe it's not designed for you to have that because it's going to take you away from your intentions and your purpose for living. Be blessed with what you have already. So we ask that you continue to move forward. Recognize your own anointing and your ordainedship that has been given to you through the Spirit so that you may have life everlasting in the Spirit. And that the only thing that you have right now in your physical form is a day-to-day operation that the Spirit has given you to build, manifest, generate, reflect, project, as well as reflect on, so that you may live life more abundantly now. You don't have to wait. You can get everything that you need right now through the Spirit, and it will recognize that which you are, that's innate within you, and you manifest it from there, and you will live life liberated, free, without harm, without degradation, without oppression, without suppression, and without depression from anything that man wants to place on you. Only when you live through the Spirit. Because this breath of life that we have, it is the evidence of things unseen. That is the only thing that you have that is the evidence of things unseen, is the breath of life. So we say peace and power to you all this day. And we're going to do this cleansing. We do a cleansing every day, my brothers and sisters, because this cleansing is going to erase this algorithm that you have around you. It's going to absolve you. It's going to detach you from the spiritual algorithm. That is our purpose, to make sure that we bring to you everything that the Spirit is bringing to us to give to you. So let us do this cleansing of the spiritual algorithm that is against us. We say peace and power to you all, and ashe to our ancestors.
O great ancestor of all ancestors, we call upon you this day that you will cleanse us of all negative energies that surrounds us, that you will break all work of negative magic that is against us, that you will take away from us all envy, evil, bad luck, and invincible enemies, and that you will bring protection, peace, and prosperity into our lives, into the lives of our children, our children's children, and our children's children's children, into the lives of our families, our homes, and our communities. We now lovingly and peacefully retrieve our energy from all that we have communicated with. We send them their energy back and any energy or energies attached to them. We now cleanse, clear, close, and lock all gates, portals, and access points in the spirit of our ancestors and in the spirit and in the energy of our Creator, the great ancestor of all ancestors. Ashe, 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 Ashe.